Now we're moving on. A few weeks ago we had a new tournament on the scene, a ladies' tournament, which was the George Pritchett Memorial event. Obviously in memory of Lynn's dad, who was a very popular guy all over the country, everybody knew him. And I'm delighted to say that the winner of the tournament, Sue Pugh, is here now with Lynn. Good evening, Sue.
Good evening, Ben.
Good evening, Sue.
Evening, Lynn.
Very welcome to Talkingbowls Radio.
Thank you.
Firstly, you've been playing today in Whitchurch for Dudley Ladies County team. So how have you got on?
We played brilliantly. That's all I can say. Our girls, I don't think I've ever seen them bowl quite so well. We had an excellent start away. We had Rachel Bennett winning 9, Mandy winning 10, and Katie Lang, who made her debut, winning 9 as well. Jo was the other card in the first 4 to win 17, and we just started off so well and carried it on throughout the day. I think the North Shropshire girls just didn't know what had hit them, actually.
Excellent.
We bowled, I don't know how the girls played at home, but I think they bowled well. We only had 2 losers at home. That was on the George. We ended up winning by 61 at home and won by 60 away. Brilliant. With 3 losers away, 119 and 2 20s.
Excellent result.
Excellent, yes. Yeah. Most unexpected, actually. I thought we would have a far tougher game than that.
Yeah, good. So how are Dudley Ladies doing overall in the 2009 campaign this year?
We started off really well against Greater Manchester, won that, and then lost against Shropshire, and then we've won this game as well.
Brilliant.
So mixed fortunes. I think it's going to be tough for us to qualify. But
and who's the last game against?
Staffordshire.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Which will be a tough game.
Always a tough county, yeah.
I don't think they've lost one yet this year again. So I think that's going to be a tough game for us. But we'll do our best.
But you must be pleased with some of the improvements that you've seen sort of the last couple of seasons. You know, Dudley have made some quite significant improvements, haven't they, in their performances?
Yes. Probably from about 5 years ago. All of a sudden we seem to lift our game, and we qualified for the Waterloo Cup. Then we've qualified for the main cup, and the girls have just grown in confidence. I think, you know, getting that one sort of victory early on, and we've seemed to go on from strength to strength. Yeah,
you think that's the main reason for that? Sort of just a bit of success.
I think it's a bit of confidence. Yes.
Confidence.
Yeah, because I think all the girls have got the ability, and I think sometimes it's just that bit of confidence.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And you always seem such a close knit county as well. You know.
Yes,
obviously.
I think we all get on well.
Yeah.
And, I think it's about 90% of the girls, or 99% of the girls play on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you tend to play each other,
yeah.
You know, the same people year in, year out, and we just get to know each other very well.
Yeah,
and
good.
I think we are quite well knit, and
yeah.
we were a bit thin on the ground today away, I must admit, but the support around the green was fantastic.
Brilliant, yeah. We obviously know a lot of the Dudley ladies, as I do. You know, you all do seem to, you know, be there and fight, shout for one another, you know, and it is just seem a very close knit, which is, team spirit is excellent, isn't it? You know, and
team spirit is
a
very
big
good.
Part of, you know, winning and losing, isn't it, really?
And I must admit, with our bright orange t-shirts now that we
wear,
at least you can see us around the green.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, there's just been a comment made on the website just this second ago, Tango's on tour again, so you've got a bit of a reputation, you Dudley lot, for being the Tangos. So.
Yeah, a bit bright.
Yeah, excellent. Can I offer my personal congratulations to on being the first winner of the George Pritchett Memorial competition.
Thank you.
It goes without saying, you know, you must be delighted.
Yes, and a bit shocked actually on the day. First big tournament that I've won, and I was delighted. That's an understatement, I think.
Yeah. Well, people who were there on the day obviously saw the emotion charged.
Yes, a few tears.
You know, presentation from a few people. And I suppose it makes up for losing in the final of the 2007 Thurston Ladies Open to Anne.
Yeah.
Which obviously would have been disappointing for you, of course.
Yeah, I was pleased to get to the final that day, but I think, like you said on the day to me, it was just that one game too far. It was 4 games. The 5th game was just couldn't quite carry it through. So I think getting to the final this year, I think I was probably more determined not to let it slip and to try and give it the all.
Yeah. And I think you're more prepared as well, probably, aren't you? Really, you know. And,
yeah.
And you know,
Yeah, it's a
just
bit
help.
strange this year because I've changed my woods this year, and I lost at home the day before the competition, and I was going not quite confidently. I was thinking, oh, you know, and trying to get a bit of adrenaline going and geeing myself up, and maybe that made the difference. You know, made me more determined to win after losing the day before.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you obviously enjoyed the Chasmore Green, and it was excellent on the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I do enjoy the green, I must admit.
Yeah, and it must have been very difficult to play. Obviously, it was a red hot day, and it just seemed to get faster and faster, the green. So it wouldn't have been easy to play, would it?
No, the one edge was quite lethal, really. You literally just got to let them go and hope they were stopping. I think when I played Ronnie, the one end, I thought she'd got an excellent wood and said to her, oh, well bowled, and she said, oh, it hasn't finished yet, and it trickled off. You know, it was getting quite...
Can easily happen down the hill at Chadsmore. It's,
yes, that one corner.
Bit lethal.
Yeah.
We'll just run through some of your results with you, Sue. I mean, your first round seemed sort of the hardest, really, sort of just edging out, you know, Jenna Goff 21-19, you know, it's sort of a tough tie, that.
It was a tough game. I think the first game can be a bit awkward anyway, because you're both sort of feeling the way to the green, and we did seem evenly matched, and it was sort of nip and tuck all the way, I think, and just getting the edge in the end. I thought, oh, you know, maybe I got through that tough game, and it could be me. But
that's right, yeah.
The second game didn't start very well at all.
No, I mean the obviously your next one up was 21-17, you know, over Linda Huff, you know, and you know that. You know, sometimes you just got to... It's hard keeping it going.
It is. I think I was about 14-6 down. The greens seemed to have changed, and we both said that. It seemed to have actually got slower that game. Maybe the sun coming up had made the greens slow because the moisture had come up. I don't know, but it just seemed to slow up a bit, and we were both struggling with the weight. And then all of a sudden I found a weight and got away.
You did, you broke away, yeah.
Managed to edge that one.
Yeah. And then you had an excellent 21-7 win over one of the tournament favourites, really, sort of Debbie Williams, who, being a former Thurston Ladies winner, obviously knows the green well at Chadsmore.
Yeah.
So you know, after putting Debbie out, sort of, you must have actually thought to yourself, perhaps it's my day.
No, I think I was just taking each game, you know, not trying
Very
to get ahead of myself and taking each game as it came.
Yeah.
And thinking, oh, I've got through another one, or who have I got next? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Knuckle down.
That's
it's going to
right.
be a hard game. You never get any easy games.
No. Very, very sensible. Yeah. And then moving into the final, met Maggie Barnes in the final, and it was close at 6 each. You know, you were nip and tuck,
Yes.
and then bang, you went away, big style, didn't you? Tell us about it, Sue.
I just caught a mark. I don't think I played that mark in previous rounds. It was just a mark I fancied, and you know, trickle them down the one way and just push them a fraction. And I just found a mark and led well. And I think if you can lead well on Chadsmore, it's quite hard to sort of move the woods if they're there. It just all came together.
It did. I mean,
it was just a brilliant.
Along with obviously other people who were there, I watched the final, and as I've just said, you know, going from 6 all, and you romped pretty quickly up to 26, you know, and you played awesome. You know, you really did on that one mark. You know, you were very impressive. I mean, winning an event like that, obviously involving, you know, many of the country's top ladies, you know, must have not only obviously satisfied you winning the event on the day, but also a confidence boost as well. So, you know,
definitely confidence boost. Yeah, to know that you can sort of hold your own against a great field, a great field of 32.
Yeah,
you know to do anything, you've got to be on form that day. Because if you're not, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Has it inspired you to perhaps sort of try your hand in one or more, two or three other events in the future?
I have been thinking about whether I can maybe enter one of the other competitions. It's the only competition I enter apart from the county ones and the local ones. So maybe I ought to at least try one other one anyway.
That's right, yeah. Just see how you go. Definitely.
Get yourself up to the Waterloo, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I'd highly.
Sure, Jim will find you a place next time around.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend that.